Right, sir. So let's start here and let's talk about last night's episode. I know tensions were running high, emotions were running high, especially with Meghan. Now, with the new challengers that we do have, the two new members of the four, how are you feeling about them going into these final weeks of the show?
Talking about the new challengers that I haven't seen.
No, I'm saying Nick and Kendyle, our newest members of the four.
I think Nick and Kendyle are talented, but my viewpoint is with some of the original four members coming back, if they do come back to challenge, I think some of them that were let go, like the Ashes and the Candaces and Javayas, I think they have a better shot to be in the running for the final four, which is the episode in a few weeks here. I think they have a lot to do and prove. You know, Kendyle knocked out Javaya, but I thought she was okay as well. So we need to see who she really is as an artist. And Nick's got to tell us the story as a hip-hop artist. You know, what's his unique proposition to us when you think about the fact that, you know, he's been inspired by so many other major stars. Well, I want to see the Nick artistry come to fruition tonight, and maybe a little less Kendrick or Jay-Z and a little more Nick.
Okay, now saying that, as far as the influence from the other artists, him coming out and performing a Bad Boy song, how did you feel about that? And him sitting in front of the four, being very confident in his performance, how did you feel about his delivery?
Well, I think he was performing for Diddy, and that's that. There's the good and the bad with that. The good is, you know, it's interesting and cute, but this is not a cute competition. I've said this before. We're here, and I'm here to really find the best of the best that's going to be able to, you know, go on their journey with us behind them. I'm not sure it's Nick, but hopefully tonight he'll possibly prove me wrong.
Perfect. Last quick question. Going into the last few weeks of the four, is there something that you want to tell people at home who are still trying to come and audition, what you want to see that you haven't seen yet?
Well, I think we haven't seen like a Latin star. Right? Latin music is so big. You know, we had Despacito this past year, Mi Gente, you know, Luis Fonsi, amazing records that have defied gravity around the world and have made Latin music, you know, a cultural phenomenon in markets and places that may have never heard those songs before. So I'd like to see someone start a Latin movement. It's been a very long time since we've seen someone come out and really claim that. And I'm hoping that's the one specific sort of crossover genre that I'd like to see come out in the show. So if you're out there, we're ready for you.
Definitely. Well, you guys heard it from Charlie. Thank you so much for your time.
I'm feeling pretty great. You know, I came to this show specifically to do that. So for me to complete that mission and just keep going forward, I'm feeling really great about it.
And I know you did mention that you said your dad had some type of ultimatum for you. Tell us a little bit about that.
My dad gives me till the end of 2018 to either make it in the music business or I have to go to college. So, you know, I don't mind going to school, but this is my dreams. This is what I want to do. So I'm making him proud right now.
Have you already talked to him? Has he said anything, good words, good luck?
He's actually coming to the next show, so he'll be able to see me. He said he'd only come if I get a seat. So he's here, and he just said, you know, looks like college is going to have to wait. So
and it'll be there, so
yeah.
No rush there. Well, thank you so much. Now, Nick, I just have to commend you on the way you came into the show. You came in very confident, and you sang a Bad Boy record. How did you feel going into that, performing in front of the man, Diddy himself?
I feel like that was a great strategy, you know. I feel like it took some guts to come in there and do a Diddy track, and I feel like I did it more than justice, you know. So it was dope. It was fun. It was exciting, you know. Yeah.
I mean, you sat in front of the four. You made yourself comfortable. You came for the rapper on the four. So how do you feel now going into the last final weeks, knowing that we do have somebody that was formerly on the four coming back? What's your mentality? How's your preparation going into that?
I'm just going to always say like this. I'm just always going to focus on myself. I can't focus on them because I don't know what they're going to do. I can't control what they're going to do. I just know what I can deliver and what I can do. So I'm just going to do better and better each week, you know, and just keep putting on a show.
Now, we know that the judges say, be ready to eat. Diddy and DJ Khaled say, be ready to eat. So going into, like I said, going into the finale, knowing that you will have challengers still coming for your seats, what is the main mentality that you have as far as going into that, and what is your end goal from the show? What do you hope to accomplish towards the end?
I think the end goal isn't even winning at this point. I think the end goal is just creating a platform for ourselves that we can create a audience for ourselves and a relationship with different people. And I think that's what I came out here to do, and I think that's what I'm doing and will continue to do.
What was the question again? I lost my
No problem, no problem. I was saying, knowing that you're going into the finale and that you still have challengers coming for those seats, you still have possibly somebody coming back that was already in one of those seats. What is your preparation going into the finale, and what do you hope to get out of the show towards the end?
Just want to go in there and focus on what I'm doing, focus on the topic at hand, and just go on there and just put on a good show and just deliver like I'm best at doing. You know what I mean? And of course, it'd be amazing to win this show, but the platform alone has just been incredible. So.
Absolutely. First, just compliment your beautiful outfit. I'm loving the red. I'm loving the look. Lips look great.
Lips are here. They're on.
Yeah, perfect. Yes. And I definitely want to jump right in and just ask you. I know last night tensions were running high, emotions were running high for you. How are you feeling losing the longest running member, former of the four, with the Zavaya?
Feeling tough. I heard there's a comeback today. Maybe we'll see if it's her. I don't know who it is yet, but I hope it's her, or I hope it's Ash. And I just, looking at the four, we're trying to make superstars, global superstars who can tour forever and sell albums and make it in this business, and it's so hard to do that. So now, in the last episode, I've been looking at that four, and I'm like, which one could I work with, and which one could I help? So that's all I'm looking for, and we'll see if anyone comes back.
Definitely. And being that we're coming to the finale, the couple last weeks that we have left, is there something that you want to let people know at home that are still trying to come in and audition, what you haven't seen that you would like to see in a contestant that you obviously are going to end up molding into a superstar?
Khaled and Diddy were saying they want more hip-hop, and I agree. And I'm not worried I won't be able to write with them, because I worked with Khaled and can write a hook in a second for a rap song. And so I know we could all help a rapper really well. So I do want to see more hip-hop, too.
Definitely. And I know Diddy did make a point towards the beginning of the show. He did say if he wouldn't sign him to Bad Boy, then he's not going to let them go through him. Are you now going into, after what happened with the Zavaya and how you felt, I know it was very strong, are you going into that same mentality, obviously, with you moving forward with challengers?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been saying since last episode every day, to my management, can we sign her, or can we figure out a way to help her, or can I just still write with her out there? And so even for maybe, hopefully there'll be a season 2, even if you don't win the show, we'll fall in love with you, and we'll find a way to reach out to you. And so there's no negative things here, even if you get sent home, you got to be on the floor, and you got to meet us, and I follow everyone, and I try to make a nice personal connection to them.
That's awesome. And congratulate you guys on protecting your seats.
Thank you.
Going into week 5,
Yes.
Definitely. I'm going to start with you first, Mr. Powerhouse, I feel like, when you hit the stage. Definitely. But I first want to ask you, you went up against a pretty strong competitor last night, Ray Vaughn, sang back up for Brandy, big time. How did you feel going into that?
Keisha, who else she sang background for? Let's just start off by
Everybody.
saying Ray Vaughn is hands down amazing. Okay, she is amazing, and standing on that stage with her, literally, I was going through so many thoughts. Okay, will I keep my seat or will I lose my seat? But either way I decided to go that night, I would have been happy. You want to know why? Because I went out there and I gave my all, okay, and I left it all on the stage, and I had no regrets. And Ray Vaughn is amazing, hands down. So it was a good night, and I had a moment to connect with her and be on the lookout, because her and I will definitely be doing some work together in the future.
Definitely something to keep our eyes out for. Now, how are you going into, I know we're coming into the last few weeks of the 4, you know what I mean? We have in the back of our heads that we're bringing somebody back. How are you feeling going into that?
Going into that, for the beginning of hearing that someone would be coming back, I was definitely nervous. But as I've said many times before, God has a plan, and that plan was literally for me to be here. And if that plan is for me to stay here, then it will happen. I'm not going to question his plan. I'm going to worry about who's coming out after me, because I've already sent my angels before me to fight this battle. This isn't my battle. This is God's battle, and it's already done. So whatever happens, it was in the plan. I'm not going to be... No more thoughts. I'm done thinking about it. Yes. I'm here to do what I came to do, and that's to perform and make sure the world knows that my name is Jason Warrior for a reason.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Better go ahead.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and preach for us one time.
Amen.
And then, Tim, let's go ahead and go over to you. I know that we didn't get to perform this week. We didn't have a challenger. But how are you going into with the fact that we do have somebody coming back possibly, and we're getting to the finale? How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel good. I feel like last week it was for a reason. I got to watch, and I got to see and observe the arena from another point of view. So it was so cool. Just having that, I guess that other eye on it. And this week I feel confident. And what's the comments to come?
Definitely. One quick question for you, last question for you guys.
Yes.
I know that we have lost Zavia, our the former longest running member of the four. How did you guys feel about that reaction in the battle? Because I know tensions were running high, emotions were with Meghan. So how were you guys feeling about that?
I have to be the first to say, any member of the four, if you've been a member of the four and you've been able to sit around with us as long as you can, we create bonds, okay? We create relationships. So, of course, to see Javia, have to leave the four that night was a heartbreaking moment. I was definitely sad. I was hurt. I'm like, that's my little sister. I've grown to love her, But I also realized something. This is a competition, all right? And you got to keep your guards up at all time. You got to come ready to fight at all time. It was a heartbreaking moment, but Kendyle definitely did her thing. And she fought hard, and she definitely deserved what she got. So it's not going to be the last we hear of Javia, of course, but it was definitely a heartbreaking moment for both her and Rail that night,
Definitely. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. You guys, good luck with the competition. I wish you well.
Thank you for watching Muse. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to see all of our upcoming videos.